And welcome in to the Fun Astrology Podcast for Tuesday, May 18th. And the first thing I would like to do is some housekeeping, and thank you so much for the overwhelming response to the readings that were announced yesterday that are now full. But let me address that, if I could, just briefly. I am so grateful and so honored that so many of you feel the way you do about this podcast. Thank you so much for giving me a little place in your life every day. And I know a lot of you would love to connect on Zoom and spend a couple of hours sitting with me with your chart. And that is, again, a big area of gratitude, responsibility, and I just really thank you for that. If you want a reading and didn't get in on this window, know that this is me trying to get them back into a way where I can offer them again. My problem, as I've mentioned before, is just a very full schedule. I mean, without the readings, I'm going 14, 16 hours a day, every day. So I'm trying to weave these in and yet maintain the integrity that I said is so important to me, and that is to not be so busy that I'm unfocused when we sit with your chart. I wouldn't want to offer that under any circumstances. So please know I'm coming your way. I'm trying to get this worked out to where it will work and where there are kinks and frustrations. And I get it. I heard from somebody on our little speak pipe thing on the website that she got up early in the West Coast time zone and everything was full. I'm going to fix that. And in fact, if you are listening and she sent that anonymously so you would know who you are, would you email me? info@funastrology.com with your contact information. I'd like to be in communication with you about that. So thank you guys. Bear with me. I'm anticipating to open another window in early June. So let me get through what has been booked, and then I'm hoping that we can open this up again for some more in early June. And that's probably what it will look like. Open, close for a little bit, open for a little bit, close for a little bit. But look, Steve Forrest is booked for 7 years. So just hang with me, and we're going to try to get this worked out, okay? Fair? All right, let's look up to the sky. We have perhaps one of the most classic karmic charts that you could possibly imagine. This chart warrants some explanation. First of all, we have a big grand cross, all right? That's one of the first karmic pieces. And it's a big X in the middle of the chart. So we have Saturn and the moon, one opposition. And then we have Venus opposite the south node of the moon as it is conjunct the north node of the moon. So we've got the nodes, Saturn, and the moon. That is a really deep karmic influence that's in the chart today. Won't last long because the moon will bust this thing up pretty quickly, but Venus has been hanging around the north node now for the last 48 hours. Now let's keep painting this cosmic karmic picture. Venus sextiles Chiron today at 7:43. It also is in aspects, minor aspects, with Uranus and Pluto. So look at Venus. I mean, it's in this knotted up relationship with the north node of the moon, Chiron, Uranus, and Pluto. And then the other one that stands out as really big is Mars is it's a minor aspect, but it's a sesquisquare aspect. It's 145 degrees with Jupiter. Jupiter, of course, now in Pisces. So there again is this karmic tension. And one more, the moon is in a light trine. It's a 3-degree trine, but enough to be called a trine, absolutely. They are connected. The moon is in a trine with the south node of the moon, which, of course, puts it in a sextile with the north node of the moon. So we really just have all of that. I know that's kind of mumbo-jumbo, but what it really is indicating is that this is a time, this is a season and a phase where a lot of karmic stuff could bubble up. And you know how I've talked about in the past, most charts, a lot of charts use red lines for the aspects indicating stress or tension, and blue lines for more favorable. This is a red day. And that kind of shows up in our Mastro keywords as well, as difficulty is basically the top keyword across the day. And then some of the other prominent energetic keywords today are loneliness, loss, failure, inhibition, break. Let's see, what else shows up in here? Joy pops up in the middle of the afternoon. But separation, disease, I mean, there are good ones sprinkled in. Love is down there a little ways. Again, more in the afternoon. Success in the morning is one of those that's about midway in the strength meter, the intensity, if you will. But there's just some tension across the day today from those keywords. And that's pretty much what the chart reflects. So when these days happen, what I do is, number one, don't answer your phone. Phone off right now. Thank you very much. You know, if you can defer something, this is one of those days to not be so quick to respond, first of all. Second, bring it in and check out what's going on inside first. Remember, Pluto, the planet of transformation, is in retrograde. We've got it for 5 months. We're just at the beginning of it. So let's use that internal energy to bring things like this home. So if you get something that crosses your path today that could be a little upsetting, bring it home, take some distance, put some spacing. Could I get back with you tomorrow? In fact, this is one of those things that, you know how a lot of things you can defer and then they never need to be answered again? Today would be one of those. And remember, we have a moon wobble going on as well. So if you'd like to see this chart, come check out the YouTube thing. I'm playing with it, so we'll leave it up there. It'll be there for a long time, but I just thought maybe I'd play with it and see what you guys think. If it's worth the effort, maybe we'll try to do it, and if not, then I'd like to know just to stay with the radio and the podcast. All right, have a great day. We'll see you back tomorrow for Hump Day. And I'm sending you all kinds of love. I love you guys so much you just don't even know.